another weekly preview. It's AK47 over at Prime Trading Investments and, of course, TradeCaster.com. And it is the start, I've been teasing it for a while, of the boot camp. So you better come over and join it. Only so many spots available. All of us over at TradeCaster, all the streamers were given a pretty much A to Z for you guys. It's going to be action-packed, non-stop knowledge. Come over to TradeCaster.com and sign up for this. If you need to learn about stock trading over the next month from small caps to large caps, going long and going short, for options to futures, I have you covered here. Well, I shouldn't say but Deck, myself, Caesar, Kush, yeah, buddy, Jaya Trades, I think. I don't know who all's doing it. So many damn traders. There's Gator Trader that's going to open a lobby and do some as well. There's all kinds of traders over here. Come join. Got 17 hours till the market opens tomorrow. Let's get to today's charting. I'm going to quickly go through this. You'll probably see her walking around. Got a new baby girl. Got Margot. Got a new Great Dane, 6 months old. They were looking for a new home. It's who we got the last Great Dane from. So it was the same owner, same mom actually. So we got sister Great Danes. They needed them. It was with another family. They then needed it. They kind of had to rehome it because they had a dog that was going into heat, and they just couldn't deal with having. I'm like, well, give her to. Like, heck yeah, sign me up. Anyway, so she's still a little busy. There she is, right there, gorgeous. Looks like kind of like a cow. So I've always wanted a harlequin, as they call them. That's the color of the coat. Levels now. Run through most of these key levels here as we're running our way back on up. Watch for a move over 535 to 536.75 to 537.75. Somewhere in there, all the way up to 538, maybe-ish, is kind of the breakout zone for me, in my opinion, where we'll really start U-shaping and maybe even form a cup and handle on the way back up on a round. You can go kind of a little bit larger time frame here, and not that it's the most beautiful cup and handle, but we've kind of done this on the spine. It's what I was talking about originally, where we come down, we U-shape, we break out. Come down, U-shape, breakout. U-shape, breakout, right? So I know we didn't do that on the way down here. It just seems like we do that on the way up. When we finally find a base, we start to do that on the way up. You can see even kind of doing it here, right? That's what the SPY likes to do a lot of. So that may be the base, and if so, watch for that. Then my kind of prediction originally when we were hitting 565, I knew we'd see a pullback. When, how much it would be. Probably watch for a move to 600 by year's end. Thing is what we do with the election. Does it get crazy? Is it a big sell-off? Do we go up? Just astronomically to new highs, right? So on the way back on up, we'll just kind of let me just give you that's the breakout zone for me, and that will kind of continue that U-shape in my opinion. And then really to the bottom side, watching back under this 515 area, somewhere right around there would be key for the crack. Otherwise, we could channel, overall, even for this coming week. So watch back through this area through 540, and maybe for a move back up to 547, this area, 547.60 for my normal high of the week. We have been ranging a lot more here, like $10+ days. So that could be done in a day. And so I still want to see us actually if that's going to continue or that's going to slowly slow back on down. Overall, I'd go ultimate high of day back on up to 555 to 565 for the week. I don't quite think we get back up through that next level. Now, as much as we move on a day, lately, and you can see here, if we just go back to last week here alone, there are days like when we go up in pre-market from 520 and we end up at 531, or go down from 531 and end at 515, So we have been mahoo-vaheen lately. Not surprising if maybe we break those levels, but I'm going to stick with that for now as my normal high and lows. Norm or ultimate low of the week, I'm going right back to my 515. I just don't think we cracked that, and anything we'll bounce off of it and channel for the time being. Normal low, watch for a crack back under this 520, kind of 75-ish area, down to 525. And 525 to 523 is my other crack zone, which then would lead to a pullback to about 520, or would lead to that pullback to 515. So I'm going to go 523 normal low of the week. I'm going to go with 515 with my ultimate low of the week. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw that 507.80 again with some crazy sell-off day and watch for a double bottom there. But that would be in my ultimate low of that. I'll include it for sure. Just wouldn't be surprised just because of how much we've been moving. But my big thing is how long do we keep up, these big moves? Is it a daily now thing? So, and it has been, so to speak, with a lot of other plays too. So that's what's going to make this weekly preview kind of like last week when I did mine. I did it, right? And you guys came out after this big sell-off in the market, in the Japanese market, whatever. My levels, like especially on the SPY, were already extinct. You could essentially just thrown that out the window. Maybe by the time we move back up, you could maybe view some of those levels. But you can just see what happened last Monday, and it really started this process of moving more. On the way up, I'd say watch over this 220-50-ish area. Over that, you'd really get the spike back up to 223, and over that, excuse me, for that move to 225 to 227. Just go back in time here. Do we have enough gas in the tank? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. See here already. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Look at reality here with AK. It's a mat. It's a Peloton mat. Anyway, like the SPY, do we get back up to all-time highs? Now, if we start moving like we have been, there is that chance. Same there with Apple, but I'm just going to say it doesn't. And I'm going to go normal high of the week 220-ish area up to around 222, 223. Ultimate high, watch for a pop back in like I just showed you in that old shelf of resistance at 225 to up to about 227 for my ultimate high. Now over to AM Dizzles. This one's been in this really gross tight channel, as you can tell. Overall, even after that move on Monday, we didn't really do much. We came back up and we just channeled off. And so my normal low of the week is going to be this 127, essentially mark, the low that we had all of last week. And my normal high of the week is going to be right over 139 to about 140, somewhere in there for my normal high of the week. Well, let's see if we don't channel up in that base. Watch for a crack of this 132.75, for maybe a move down to 131.75. And then, watch for a move then down to like right here of 131 and then right here down to 130. So just kind of showing you areas what I'd be looking for. So normal low 127 to 127.50. Ultimate low of the week would be back down to 120.50. Ultimate high of the week overall, that resistance, right? Watch for a pop over 135.50, then for a move over 136.35, then over this to 136.85 and 137. Keep working those highs and major reversal areas, and you see where you also see a lot of touches possibly back here. So ultimate high though would squeeze it up to. Sorry, I just love breaking down levels, but just want to keep track of old crazy girl over here. Well, she's awesome, but Margot, just make sure she doesn't get anything. So watching her. 145-ish. I'll go 145 for the high end of this Thursday right there. You can see that upper shadow that gets into 147.50-ish. Ultimate high of the week, 145 to 147.50. Amazon! Watch for really kind of the same thing that could create overall with that channel, because from Monday we really didn't do too much. Now we're moving a little bit some days, like here, and of course the day of Monday, but now we're starting to settle down a little bit. So I'd say normal high of the week, just because we're already meandering our way back to the top, but we're starting to get a little archy. I'll say watch for a pop back into this high on that Friday, and you can see kind of, or is that volume, or are those candles? Oh, that is volume. I thought that was candles there for a minute, like maybe upper shadows. Well, that ain't. So this is going to be your normal high of the week. I'm going to say right here at this 168.75 normal high of the week, we stay in this channel right as we are, and maybe this is the top of it where we start to come back on down to the bottom. Over 168.75, 169, watch for that push and pop up to 173.50, if not 175, somewhere in kind of the collapse zone from where we came down. Normal low of the week, I'm going to go right around this 158.75 to 150. We'll go 160 included in there, down to 158.75 rule, where we dipped that right there on Tuesday. Ultimate low of the week, maybe we have this crazy sell-off in market included. Everything goes down with it, and that's where I like with AMD, and we'll talk about those plays where you can get down possibly to that, pullback from Monday, which would be 150, 150. ARM, same sort of thing where we've moved some, and we're moving bigger now, and it's just hard to tell, but you can tell these plays are really starting to get some juice, and they're moving more so. Watch for a spike, just because ARM and breaking that downtrend could do a little bit different move on its way up other than these other plays. I really feel like over 125 would be great for a move up to about 130-ish or so. I'm going to go 130 to about 135, somewhere in their normal high of the week. Ultimate high of the week gets up to 138.75, if not up to 145. Somewhere in there. It could really go over 138.75, then to 142.50, could even see 145. Sorry, by the way, I got the Great Dane. Avery's been wanting a long-haired, so now we're getting a long-haired Chihuahua puppy. So we're getting a long-haired Chihuahua puppy. So we're about to have, we went from 13 dogs to 14 dogs, about to have 15 dogs now. So 15 total. So, oh man. All right, so next, back under for the bottom side here. Watch under for ARM in case somehow we do go down. Watch back under 115.75 for a move down to 113.85, then down to 112.50, again down to 110. I'll go 110 to 108.75, normal low of the week. Ultimate low of the week would take it back down to that downtrend if somehow we move back down into it, which by the time, who knows where that's at. It could continue to go down by the time we hit it. I'm starting off with 105 for ultimate low of the week, but could go all the way down to 95. All right. Sorry, I got a lot going on right now. Surprising Avery. Avery is going to freak out, by the way. That's why I'm just like, with this. And then she showed me pictures. I feel like I'm streaming live now, and I start telling you guys about what's going on, and I just get excited about stuff. Over 165.50 to about 166.50. That's the breakout zone right here for Google. And again, one of those things like ARM, we're up trending here. I know we could channel on some of these plays. I feel like we could. This play we could as well. But we're just so close to the top side. Oh, man. I'm going to go normal high of the week, though, with this one, 166.50, because we're kind of at it, So I'll go, since we did go a little higher, I'll go 166 to 166.50 for normal high of the week. Ultimate high of the week takes it to 168, then to 168.75. Then it really starts to squeeze to 170. Then we start to take off to 175, it's going to be 175, 172.50. Ultimate high of the week, that's why I'm going to give some of these plays normal high, not a lot of room to run. Ultimate high, that's where then I would give these plays room to run a little bit, and up to 175, maybe a hair over it for your ultimate high of the week. For your way back on down, see how choppy that's going to be? Gross. Hard to probably get through. Now, maybe we could have days where we do go down. So maybe wait for those setups of those days, but still, if you go overall, it's not like they're that clean on the way down. Now, but that's also with market on Monday. Everything did that on Monday. So it's going to be hard to give you levels through there. It could, but there's a level. Maybe anyway. So normal low of the week, I'm just going to go straight to it. 160 down to this 158.25 mark. Somewhere in there, normal low. Ultimate low of the week would take it down to 156.60. Meta sauce here. Nice uptrend channel. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Now, this does look like it wants to squeeze and go back on up some more. So two things you're going to be paying attention to. Coming in and marking in somewhere down here and putting that trend line in. Watch for that trend line crack. And it could be a lot like ARM when it had a downtrend break that day. I talked about it. Now it's been a nice, good move up from the downtrend break. This trend line crack would be the same thing where I guarantee you're getting 15, 20, 30, maybe even dollars out of that move. Hell, Meta moves $30, $20 in a day. So watch for the trend line crack, and I'm just going to go down to begin with. Watch for that through 510, down to about 505 to 502.50, then down to 500, under that to 497.50, then down to right here of around 494.25. And again, you can just see like right here. Here's where I'm bringing up that level. High of day fell, kind of a bounce. We went up, reversal right there. The next area I see is right here. There's a big reversal, but also the day before it was a nice bounce, right? And so that's what I'm looking for in this charting team. Always use those levels, which also then lines up with the high of day right here on that Monday. So my normal low of the week would take it somewhere right around right there, 492.50 down to 490. I know it's a lot of room, but boy, this thing is in. Look where it came from on Monday. Ultimate low of the week would then take it down to 480, if not down to 475. For your move up, I'm almost done. Margot, Mamar, I'm almost done, Mamu. Over this 520 mark, obviously squeezing aware, 527.25. After that, where are we going? Well, we're probably going, and that'll be my normal high of the week. That's my normal high of the week. And you can see its resistance from before, which was all-time high area. Ultimate high of the week would then take this thing back to 540. Somewhere right around, I don't know if we'd get straight all the way to the all-time high, but we'd get close to it. So normal high of the week right here. Ultimate high takes it to 540, maybe up to that all-time high, which is just over 540. Netflix has been a hot mess. Leave this play alone. I know there are times it's tradable. NVIDIA has really been a pretty hot mess too here recently, and almost has come into like just a long-term kind of play like Amazon was when it did that price split back in 22 into 23. Well, 22 was a split, last price split they did, and that's when I got in, and it wasn't like a day trade. It was really hard to day trade. I didn't alert it a lot, and I still rarely do on days, and a little bit more so. But there are days when NVIDIA moves. It's usually when the market's moving. It's not like one of those ones that moves the market or has just tremendous days, even the market shit or spy shit, like before the price split. So normal high of the week, I'm going to go with this 509 to 510 area. Ultimate high of the week squeezes it back up close to this 516, 17 area. If not, my bad, 5. I wish it was that cost again. 117, 116 area. Over that would take it to 121 for ultimate highs. So ultimate highs would start with about right here, and over that, we're going to right here. Now, on the way back on down, watch for a crack of 103, down through, and this is where it's kind of hot and messy, then down to about 101.50, 30, then down to about 150. My normal low of the week, let's just get straight to it, be right here. 97.50, 40, whatever. 97.50 area, normal low of the week. Ultimate low of the week, the crack back down to that 90-ish area. The Qs. Watch for that breakout. And again, I'll give this a little room to run, but not much for normal high of the week. 453 to 455, normal high of the week. Ultimate high of the week would squeeze it. Then back up to 460. And over that, watch for a move to 467.50. 467.50. See, boop, right there, that area, whatever you want to call it. Ultimate high of the week. For your shorts back on down, watch under 444, 445 essentially, right? For your move down to probably 442.50, then to 440. Under that, my normal low of the week will be about 435. Maybe a dip below that, but then we're really going into 430, and my ultimate low of the week would be back down to 420, and we just somehow get this big lump sell-off back on down. SMCI. This is another one that could just do its own thing, like Meta, in my opinion. ARM, in my opinion, too, because of ARM breaking that downtrend. Meta, because of its uptrend move. Now, the trend line crack would really hurt Meta, for sure, but now watch for the move back over 525. That'll be crucial for SMCI to 550. 550 up to about 575, maybe a move to right here, 585, 590 for my normal high of the week. Ultimate high of the week takes it back to 625, 630-ish area, somewhere in there. For your lows, watch for a crack under 490. Essentially, the low from Friday for the move down to that 480 mark, 478. If that cracks, we're giving way big time. That'll be my normal low of the week. Ultimate low of the week under 478, 480 area. You're taking it back all the way down to 450. We'll go 450. We'll go 430. 450 to 430. Ultimate low of the week for SMCI. If it cracks under 480, 478, that's going to be such a great day trade. I'm just licking my chops at it. I'm just hoping it happens. Last but not least here, Tesla kind of been a hot mess here recently as well. One of those other plays that's been a hot mess since the move on Monday. Before that was getting good moves after earnings, and after that Monday move, it's been gross. Normal high of the week, I am going to go right here, not too much higher, 205, normal high of the week. Sorry. Ultimate high of the week. We'll take it back up to 210 and over 210 to 215-ish area, and over that to about 217. I think this could squeeze and go higher than that, though, for my ultimate high of the week. Say we don't channel here at 205 to 2. I'll give normal high of the week 205 and maybe a little over it. Like I said, ultimate high, then squeeze into 210, 215, then for sure to 217, 218 here, this line I've had in. Then for where it really starts to cap off, because I think we could then get to like right here, 222, then to about 225. I'd go 225, ultimate high of the week. I don't think it gets back up to it could, because this can move, but that would mean, I think, a lot of good movement in the market, and there was just one day, because we're kind of back in that phase again, where a lot of these plays, certain days, all the plays are moving together. SPY's up. So it was Apple, Tesla, SMCI, or whatever. Well, some days SMCI is different. But you get my point. Like everything that Google, Amazon, ARM, AMD, Apple, everything, all those ones I've just gone over, there's been a lot of days where they're all moving together. That's where we could maybe get up here. I'll go 225 though-ish for my ultimate high of the week. Definitely a pop to 217 if we get over this 205, 210 corridor. We're getting 217 for sure. Then, like I said, probably up to 225. For your way down, watch under 195. Well, of course, 200 again. Back down to 195, then to 192, 50, 75 area, then down to 190. Normal low of the week will be this 190 to 188.75 area. Ultimate low of the week takes it back down to blink 182. My favorite setup so far for the week, and I can just tell you, I'm licking my chops, and I usually kind of want to start including these two as well. What play I'm really looking forward to trade this week, and it has been a lot more of SMCI recently, being I love these volatile plays that move a lot. But secondly, just the charting. We get back under this mark right here, that 470, like I just showed you. I mean, we have not been under that area in such a long time. We crack that. There's not a lot of charting. We're immediately hitting 460-ish, in my opinion. And then we're probably going down to 450. That could be all happening in a day. I mean, there could be a day where we hit my ultimate low of the week, which is 430. I mean, we could even see 415 if that happens, if we have one of those $50, $70 days again. All right, lost boys, lost girls, and all you guys that watch my weekly preview, see you this week. Boot camp starting up over at Tradecaster. You better come sign on up and get a part of that. First time ever, only time ever we're doing this, so you better get it while you can. Otherwise, see you next week for another weekly preview.